From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. Oh, and now some space to operate. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Willis's throw complete there to Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Willis. That is caught by Laporta. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Perry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Perry. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it as we resume action. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Willis on the bootleg. This to Laporta, right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Ready, set, crack on, lady.
Second down, here's Willis. Flushed out right. That's to the tight end, Laporta. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working the Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now they send a running back in motion right. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Willis to try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here's Willis.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Willis. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play, because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On the screen, complete to Spiller. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They go play action with Willis. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And, oh, he takes a shot. At the end of that play. Here's Garcia throwing after the interception. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Garcia. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Garcia to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They run with Perry, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. This is Perry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Back to throw, Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, Garcia. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Garcia escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again to throw, Willis on second down.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Willis, gotta have this one.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Perry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Perry, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 13-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle they go. It's Perry, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Steps away.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Perry.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Well, pass complete there to Crabtree. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Crabtree, 60 yards. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Willis. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
And here's a dive by Crabtree. He's got it. These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Vic's throw there incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Vic again. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Vic to the air again. He'll check this one down to Barber. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Vic operating on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Michael Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps
refs a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Last play of the half, Willis. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Vick fighting through pressure. Nice move at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First down, here's Stroud. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's Willis. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
3rd down, it's Willis. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Again, Peterson pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
C.J. Stroud
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped. Just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On the set. Check right 54. Right 54. 79 Broncos. Check. Crunch.
Second down, here's Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down. Willis will look to pass again here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Peterson. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.